Okay, I am going to talk to you a little bit about using the wah pedal, and I would recommend checking out the history of the wah pedal um, documentary I posted, just the post before this one. The pedal I'm going to use is called a Wazoo. It's made by Voodoo Labs. It's an awesome pedal. It's a very versatile pedal. But right now I'm going to use it in the vintage setting, which is just a classic wah sound. And I have the um, tone rolled. You have to take the bottom off to adjust the tone of the wah, but I have it kind of set for the darkest setting, so it's not too extreme. I like a more of a subtle wah than a real extreme kind of bad horsey type wah. First thing I want to show you is just basically just kind of percussive elements of the wah. You can take a 16th note pattern like this. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and if I add wah to it on the downbeats 1, 2, 3, and 4, it sounds like this. 3, 4. Or I can add it on just 2 and 4. And I can also go a little slower, so it's like, or I can go fast. So there's just, you don't hear the throw of the pedal as much when you go fast. You just kind of go right to 4, 2, 4, 2. You know, you jump right to it as opposed to 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. All right. Another thing I might do is play like a dotted eighth pattern, something like this. I'll play an E9 chord, and I'll squeeze the chord every third 16th note and get something like this going. One, two, three, four. Or maybe more of a repeating pattern that's over 4 beats. 2, 3, 4. Okay? If I put quarter notes on that with a wah, so my right hand and my left hand are kind of creating this dotted eighth note feel, but my foot is going to be doing more of a quarter note feel. So it sounds like this. Sounds kind of random that way. Or I could just do like a 2 and 4 thing with my foot. So I get this 3, 4. And that's kind of a way of creating more of a chaotic pattern in some ways. Okay. All right. Now another thing I can do with the wah is play a chord and just move the wah at different tempos. I do quarter notes, so, or I could do eighth notes. 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So it's kind of like an auto wah effect, but kind of a poor man's auto wah. You take a normal wah and just turn it into an auto wah. The other thing is I could arpeggiate that and play a kind of an eighth note pattern. Okay, and that brings me to another effect. I can do kind of an oscillating, kind of slow oscillating wah pedal where I just kind of move it, maybe random, but also maybe in time. Maybe I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, something like that, where I move it real slow. Okay, so that's another thing you can do with it, just to kind of create a cool effect. Let's see, what's another one? I could do solo and play quarter notes. So I could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Okay, or I could maybe do something where I'm doing that solo, but I'm accentuating certain moments in that phrasing on my left hand with my foot. So I go. So those are just some things you can do with a wah-wah. It's a basic wah-wah. You know, I like this one here. This is the Wazoo by Voodoo Lab. It's got a nice sound. And also another thing you can do is you don't have to use the full throw of the wah. If you use the bottom half of it or the bottom 2/3 of it or so, you get a darker tone. Or you can use the top throw part of it. Okay, so that's just another thing you can do with it. And also you can just stop the wah at any point and just let it sit there. It's about halfway, all the way. It's a real thin sound. Go all the way down. Heel down, you get a darker sound. Okay, so there's some ideas for your wah experimentation. Have fun, guys. God bless you. Bye-bye.